Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I am very, very well. Thanks so much for asking. Thanks so much for
Oh,
having me. I'm so excited.
oh. My name's Natalie. What is your name?
My name is Richard. What's yours?
Good. I'm Natalie. So nice
Oh,
to meet you.
yeah, pleased to meet you too.
And where are you from, Richard?
I am from Brazil. How are you?
Oh, that's so cool. I'm from South Africa.
Oh, that's amazing. Were you born in South Africa?
Yes, I was born in a place called Cape Town.
That's really nice. And
Yeah.
how's it like to live in South Africa?
Oh, it's amazing. It's such a beautiful country. I live right in the south of South Africa, so it's right by the beach and there's like beautiful mountains. You can go hiking, you can go to the beach. There's lots of markets on the weekend. You can go see different like food markets and stuff. So it's really amazing.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Uh, what is South Africa? The name of the city? The name of the country?
Oh yeah, South Africa or Cape Town?
I see. And which city are you in?
So I'm in Cape Town.
Ah, Cape Town. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about this city before.
Oh, really? But right now, I actually live in Taiwan, which is an island near to China.
No way. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Are you teaching English there?
Yeah, so I'm a volunteer, but I teach English and I work with surf camps and I do some missionary work as well because I'm a Christian.
Oh, that's really nice. I
Yeah.
live in a city called Guarujá here in Brazil. It's in the state of São Paulo.
Oh,
And there are a lot of things to do here. For example, if you like to go to the beach, to do things outdoors, it's a warm country,
yeah.
so you can do a lot of things.
That's amazing. Have you traveled around Brazil a lot?
No, fortunately not. For example, I I already have been to Rio de Janeiro once, and it was amazing. It blew me away.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, but right now, but I don't travel a lot here because to travel in Brazil is really expensive, And
Really?
yes, and right now I am studying a lot. I study in college, I study here in Cambly, I work, so
Wow.
I have a lot of things to do, so I don't have much time to travel.
My
Not
goodness. Wow. So what are you studying right now?
in college, I'm studying electrical engineering,
Wow.
and yes, it's really challenging. And God willing, it will be my last year, so I'm so excited to finish it.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's so cool. So how many years altogether? Was it 4 years of
Yes, it's been about 5 years studying there, so
oh,
I'm tired, but it's amazing. I can learn a lot, and I'm ready to get a good job as an engineer.
I can imagine. Oh, wow. And then tell me, Richard, were you born in Brazil? Is your family, have they always been from Brazil?
Yes, I was born in Brazil. I was born and raised here, and I'm used to it. To live in Brazil is amazing if you like to have fun, for example. But we have a lot of problems.
Really?
But I like to ask that question. What do you know about Brazil? Have you ever talked to a person from here?
I've actually spoken to quite a lot of people from Brazil because Cambly has like a lot of students from Brazil. So I know a few things. Like I know that Brazil is a beautiful country, but that in the main cities it's a little bit dangerous. So like sometimes people like steal things and there's violence and stuff, which is actually quite similar to South Africa. But yeah, and then I know a little bit about some of the cities. Like I know there's some beautiful beaches in some of the cities, and the Amazon is there, and so I've heard a little bit about that as well. But yeah, what can you tell me about Brazil?
Yeah, that's right. What else? I think you told everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there are places to visit like Rio de Janeiro, Belo Horizonte, what else? Recife, and a lot of places. You should probably come here to Brazil if you like to travel. And I can tell you love traveling.
Oh, I love to travel. I also need to save a little bit because I'm a volunteer. So at the moment, I don't have too much money, but one day I would love to travel to Brazil.
Yes, you should come here. It's amazing. And how long have you been teaching English here on Cambly?
I've been teaching for about a year now. So I started last year, May.
Oh, that's really nice. Are you enjoying it?
I love a great way to earn money and so nice to be able to speak to people and meet new people from different countries. And I love getting to help people with their English. So it's really amazing.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be able to speak with you guys, native speakers, because when I started studying English, I realized how much I love it, because I can talk to a lot of people from around the world. So that's amazing. I talked to people from Vietnam, from China, from Japan, and from a lot of countries. If I didn't speak English, I couldn't do that. So I'm so happy.
Wow, that's so amazing. I know it's so cool that like can be such an open door to like all these different countries. So people from Japan, are they teaching English?
Yeah, for example, I talked to a person from the United States, and he moved to Japan.
Oh, I see. Okay. So he was living in Japan.
Exactly. And once I talked to a Japanese, and she was learning English as well, and we talked about a lot of things. I I had difficulty understanding her accent, but I could understand, and it was amazing.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. How did you, does Cambly have a platform where you can speak to other students?
No, no. For example,
Oh,
I only can talk with students, for example, on Skype, on Instagram. You know what I mean? Because I have a YouTube channel, I like to post a lot of things in English, for example, to be motivated, because
oh,
I don't have
cool.
anyone to study English with me. I don't have any of my friends are studying English, and for example, I don't have any cousin and anyone studying English with me, so I am studying all by
Oh,
myself. So because of this, I like to post videos on YouTube, and a lot of people send me messages and ask my social media, and we can talk about English. That's
wow.
amazing.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And for example,
Oh,
how is it like to live in China?
yeah. So you can say, what is it like? What is it
Yeah,
like?
what is it like?
Yeah. So it's actually amazing. So I live on a little island right off the coast of China, and it's so beautiful. It's different to like other islands because I think when we think island, we think white sand beaches, blue water. So it's not like that. The sand on the beaches is like quite dark brown sand, and the water is not like very blue everywhere, but the beaches are still so beautiful, and the mountains are beautiful. So the mountains are covered with green trees, and you can go hiking in the forests. And there's lots of rivers and waterfalls, like so many waterfalls here.
Oh,
So it's a really beautiful place.
are there a lot of people there, right?
There are actually. So it's a small island. Like if you travel from the north to the south, it's about 8 to 10 hours. But there's a population of 23 million people. So it's quite a lot
A
of
lot of
people.
people, yeah. And for example, for example, did you move to China by yourself, or did you go with someone else?
I actually went on my own. So I heard about a Bible school in the main city in Taipei, and I really wanted to study the Bible. So I decided to just come and join the school, and then I met some people and became good friends with some of them. And then actually, so I lived here for 3 years, and then I moved back to South Africa for 2 years. And then when I moved back last year, 10 of us decided to move to a new location. So now we live right by the beach and we do some missionary work over here. And yeah, it's just amazing. Like, so I've got some friends here now, but when I first came, I was on my own.
I see. So, are you Christian?
Yeah.
Is it a-
Yes, yeah, I'm a
I
Christian.
could tell that. So do
Oh, what
I.
about you?
So
Are
do
you?
I.
Oh, cool. You can say, so am
Yeah, so
I.
am I, exactly. So,
Oh, I can actually tell by the way you talk and by the like just you have such a kind heart. I can see it. So I can see you're Christian.
thank you. You know,
Oh,
that's amazing because, when we talk in English, we can understand a lot of cultures, and that's amazing. So,
yeah.
when I started learning English, I could see a lot of different uh, point of views.
Yeah, wow, it's so true. I was actually talking to a guy right before we started speaking, and we were just talking about how traveling really opens your mind to how different the world is. And it's true, like you just see people's perspectives and you see how every culture is so different, but it's such an amazing opportunity to learn. And I think English is like that, where when you speak English, you can learn so much about different
Yes,
cultures.
exactly. For example, I'd like to go to the United States next year. Because of this, I am working hard on my English, because I want to
Wow.
have the real experience. For example, we are talking in English right now, but I'd like to talk in person with native speakers. To go
Yeah.
a lot of places. It's like museums and how can a lot of places, parks, and
Yeah, that'll be amazing. So, do you want to just go to the States for a visit, or do you want to go and work there?
No, I'd like to go there just to visit. I have a friend who lives in Pennsylvania. You know, and he has
Oh,
been living there for 19 years, so he knows everything there. So I'd like to stay with him a couple of days to go to a lot of places, and to really learn about the United States.
oh, that's amazing. And is your friend from Brazil?
Yes, he's from Brazil. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
He wanted to move to the United States 19 years ago, and he he got there, and he had a lot of jobs, and right now he has a good life there, so he's so happy.
Oh, that's so cool. So, did he move there when he was just a kid, or was he older when he moved there? How old was he when he moved
uh,
there?
I don't know his age. I don't know. Yes, I don't know his age. I only know he moved to the United States 19 years ago.
Oh,
But
okay.
he has
Oh, that's cool.
children. He is probably about 35 years old, I think.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool. I see next to your name is a 22. Are you 22 years
Yes,
old?
I am 20 years old. How did you
Oh,
know?
next to your name there's a 22, so I thought maybe it's that.
I see. Okay. How about you? How old are
Yeah.
you?
How old do you think?
I think you are probably 24, 25.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
25.
that's nice. I'm right. And,
Yeah, yeah,
and I
exactly. So you're so young.
yeah, and I think you are so brave. You moved to another country by
Oh,
yourself. You are only 25 years old, so I,
yeah. I moved when I was
yeah, and I
19.
think I could not do that.
Oh, thank you. I think God gave me lots of courage.
Yes, exactly. And for and
Yeah.
for example, besides people from Brazil, which country have you ever talked to people from?
I've spoken to people from Saudi Arabia, from Turkey, from Dubai, from China, Japan, Vietnam, Indonesia, the Philippines. So a lot of people.
That's amazing. And do you have problem understanding their accent? For example, people from another
Actually,
country.
not really, but I think it's because I grew up in South Africa. So in South Africa, there are people from many different countries. So there's people from um, like China, there's people from India, there's people from Saudi Arabia. So in South Africa, there's so many different cultures that I think when I grew up there, I just got used to very different accents. And so, yeah, so I don't find it too difficult to understand
Mm,
different
I see.
accents.
I have a question for you. For example, do I have to say, for example, how was it like, or what was it like when I want to ask you a question? For example,
um, so normally we say, what was it like?
for everything, is there any time I must use how was it like?
Maybe, what was it like? Uh, so you could say, if you want to talk about someone's feelings, you could say, how did that make you feel? I'll write some sentences for you. How did that make you feel? Or how, you could say like, how hot was it? If you want to know temperature,
Mm,
how hot was it? And then with what, you could say, what did it look like?
I see. For example, if I want to ask you, what what is it like to live in China? Is it right? What
Yeah, yeah. What is
is
it
it
like
like?
to live in Canada? That's
And for example, for
yeah.
people, what is she like? What is he like?
Yes,
Uh,
exactly. Perfect. So what is she like? Yeah.
okay,
What does she look like? Yeah. So usually how will be like a more specific thing. So for instance, how did it make you feel? How hot was it? How yeah, so it's like quite more it's a bit more specific. But then yeah, we use it in different for different meanings. But yeah,